Hello, welcome back to something new. Anyways, to finish up we're talking about stalking because just talking about how people will try to label you, right? When they see you as a upstanding person per se, that you don't do the things that they do, you can even associate with them, but the things that they do that are the wickedness or the darkness or the things that they do on the dark side, they know that you will not participate, so they're able to shut you off, and you, if you're lucky, you're able to shut them out before they're able to do any kind of damage in your life, right? So, with these things that I've said in part one, which I didn't mark it as part one, but I will later, right? Um, with these things that have been said, right, and the things that have occurred, it's only right that I alert the my tribe members, whomever they are, all 13 or 14 of my subscribers, whoever watches the video, right, to come across this, to understand that this narcissism is real, and it is not only a non-physical thing, it is a physical thing that occurs, or that I won't say occurs all the time because I don't know about all the time. I only could speak for myself, and I that's why I could say that the physical narcissism, physical attacks, physical on the physical, and I mean on the 3D, it's hard to fathom, right? You're like saying, "Oh, how? Aren't you awake?" When you sleep, right? You're thinking that you're all so secured in your home, or you're secured where you are, but it's not really like that. It's a whole different type of um, thing that happens out there. You know what I mean? The whole type of different, what should I say? Different things occur. So I've heard of them say, like, okay, sleight of hands. I've heard that word. I've heard it. And I was saying, sleight of hands. You mean like, they hand somebody some money and they get some stuff done. But here I'm going to defy it for you, right? Or as my father used to say, take this for instance, right? That you 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 say let's just say you're renting a boat, right? And you when you're sleeping, right? Or when you're not around, right? Somebody goes to the owner of the boat and says, I want to use that boat. And then you already rented that boat, but the owner, because of the greed and money, says, you know what? When do you want it? And then the person will say, well, I want it on Saturday night, right? And the owner, knowing already that he rented to you, will give the keys, get paid, maybe double your rent or triple your rent, maybe even 4 times your rent. It's left to how desperate the narcissist is, right? So they would pay them like 4 times the rent, right? And then the landlord, or not landlord, the owner of the boat would give them the key, right? And then with him giving the key, right, is something already a crime in itself. So instead of like just saying, oh my God, I shouldn't, no, it turns around to you now become the target. The owner now needs to get you off the boat for the time, space, or limit that this other person wants to use it for, because they can't rent it double, or they can, but nobody can know. So what they would do is they will start giving you distractions and this and that and that, and when you don't take the bait, you just wake up one night in your own boat that you rented, right? And hear yourself being driven off. Somebody else start up the boat and going with you in it, and you're like in the bedroom part of it or the downstairs, and you just hear somebody driving away with your boat, right? But you can't move, because they can't get you out, right? So they tranquilize you or they drug you in order to do all the things that they need to do. So this is just an analogy or an example, or take, for instance, this is the way the narcissist gets to you to affect you on the 3D, right? Now, most people will say, well, how you didn't wake up? And they're very skilled. You see the thing now, if you're going to deal with, if we're sticking to that analogy, right? So we're dealing with the owner of the boat. So you see, the owner of the boat is a familiar face to you. So the owner of the boat now will come in nice and easy, right? And yeah, what's up, buddy? Da 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 da. Because they know they have an agenda. So the owner of the boat will say, buddy, let's have a drink, a coffee, a wine, a champagne, whatever, right? Or you're just having a water, they come to see you, hi, hello, right? Drop something in your drink. Because most of these things are premeditated, could say, right? So what they will do is still lights in my eyes. What they will do now is they will go and give you a little something something in your drink, right? And when they give you a little something something, that soften you up or for the kill, right? Where the person that paid him that extra rental money, right, is going to be coming in to use the boat, right? So he know that you're probably going to be awake at about 10, 9, 12 o'clock in the night. So really, how are they going to get it done? So they have to send in a familiar, right? And then once they this, that, and they do whatever they want for how many hours or so, right? Then they will come and park the boat back give the owner back the extra key, and give you some of give you some stuff, you know? And this stuff that they give you is to wake you up, right? They give it to you to wake you up. So you'll be finding certain things, you know, bottles of them, stuff to wake you up, right? Which shouldn't even be outside of certain places, right? It shouldn't be outside of medical places, but you're finding them close to your home while you're being knocked out and woke and you're like, what the hell? What happened? These are the things that they'll do. So you could go around your house and you could find little signs if you are targeted. First, you have to wait for the tingly feelings down there. When you got the tingly feelings down there, then you know for sure, right? That they're taking you out of your house and doing whatever they want with you. The tingling feelings are the numbing wearing off. You understand? The numbing wearing off. So you'll feel the little tingling from the SA that happened while you were in your own bed. They'll come in and tranquilize you from the gate. I heard a story about the girl recently died from tranquilizing, horse tranquilizing. You understand? And not to mention what they moved from out of the hospital. You cannot forget that, because people seem to think like, oh, they're professionals or they're doctors. Well, okay. You know what I mean? But some of them are thieves, right? It's like a pedophile, right? A pedophile puts themselves into the position where they can pedophile, right? Or a rapist puts themselves in all kinds of position to do what they want. So when they're thinking, oh, because they're a professional, they won't. I bet you right now, to date, if they go to any one of these establishments that call themselves housing anybody wearing cloaks, a white cloak, right? They will find ample amount of medication missing from in there, my friend. And it would be mostly the ones to knock people out, right? Or cause people delirium or straight up death. Okay? Kidney failure, heart attacks. These are the medications, I bet you, that is being moved from out of underneath there. You think? What do you think? What are you thinking now, people? Listen, these are the medications that have been stolen, right? They don't want a little monkey medication like penicillin. Penicillin's gonna make somebody feel better. They're gonna take that home, but they're taking it home to their family. They ain't gonna take home the knock you out drug and SA you for 5, 6, 7 hours that they're selling to these perverts. Even the women are perverts. You could just hear the way they breathe. They could either be trans. I'm not saying anything wrong with trans. Or like a nymphomaniac. Just the breathing alone tells the whole story. right? Sir or ma'am. We just have to look into it. The breathing alone tells the whole story, my friend. So, ladies, gentlemen, sirs, or madams, it's like this. The breathing alone tells me a whole bunch of things about that person. And I might say that none of them are good. But what I'm saying is like it's a slight nymphomaniac there, like a nympho, right? And I'm not even saying being a nymphomaniac is bad. Just keep it over there. Keep it over there. Get jump on something else, somebody else's agenda, right? And these people will target you all day. And then you know what else? Hey, let me tell you something else, my good people. The good people. Although maybe the bad people are listening too. Let me tell you something. I hear these people online go off, cursing. Remember, they're talking to their phone, cursing and screaming at the height of their voice. And, and I'm saying, like, for something that's not supposed to be personal, it sounds really personal. It sounds like you have something to do with the issues and the problems. Because you don't have nothing to do with the solution. If you think that screaming or behaving in that manner is going to change anybody's life. You know what I mean? I'm a targeted individual, let me tell you. And you think that make it worse for them because you hear what? From I know? Child. Me, Sharon Gordon, you know who I am? Maybe they kind of switch my name from Cheron. No, to Cheron when it really is Chosen. You understand what I mean? They put my name, the way it was spelt out, it was spelt wrong. Where's it?